5 years ago, this was my office. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And 5 years ago, you were leading the women's ministry.
Yes.
You had been leading it for how long?
9 years.
9 years. We had someone who had been leading children's ministry. God called him to go pastor in Ohio, and you came to me and basically said, hey, I feel a call. I want to do something. Tell us about that. Take us back 5 years ago and what God was doing in your heart.
5 years ago when I gave up women's ministry, I felt a huge peace about it. I fought it, but then when I decided that it was time for me to step away, I felt peace. But then Pete got the job offer in Ohio, and then the kids ministry director came available, and I just felt a strong tug on my heart, which was a surprise because I'm not big into kids. I am now, but God had blessed the church with 3 amazing people that built a wonderful foundation, but they just couldn't build it off of the foundation. And I felt that with my organization skills and the relationships I already had in the church, that I could probably build it up to what we have today.
Yeah.
And so that's where that went.
Yeah. And I would say you've done it. In the past 5 years, we've had incredible VBSs. In fact, there's like 7 or 8 volunteers out there right now prepping for VBS. We've essentially taken over this whole wing for children's room.
Yes.
We've taken we've taken our community room and subdivided it into a big resource room and 2 youth rooms. As the children's ministry grew, we needed youth rooms, right? I mean, starting about 3 or 4 years ago with John and Heather's help, we started a youth Sunday school classroom that we had never had here, basically. And that one room has now turned into 2 rooms. We've got a middle and a high school room. And so the Lord has really blessed your work, Marcy. He's done a lot
because of the church.
To put his hand on your leadership and the leadership of the people that serve under you to expand. I mean, the church is full now of young families with young kids, and there will be more. I mean, it still needs to grow. I think you would agree. Like children's ministry is not at the pinnacle yet.
No, not by a long shot.
But 3 or 4 months ago, you came to me and you were essentially saying 2 things. I can't do both children and youth as a part-time worker.
Correct.
They both need a lot of attention, and I can't do both part-time. So one has got to go, and we batted around a lot. Should you stick with children's ministry and hire a youth director? Should we hire a youth director and you stick with, or should we hire a children's director and you move to focus solely on youth ministry? And we've gone round and round a lot on that, haven't we? Mm-hmm. It became really clear, I think, about a month ago.
Definitely a month ago.
It became really clear for both of us as we had conversations here at work that the Lord was moving you out of children's ministry.
Yes.
That you had set out to accomplish goals, and the Lord allowed you to do that.
Yes.
And now, tell us a little bit about what you're seeing with youth.
So, starting in August, actually in September, we are having 9 kids move up, which will bring our youth from about 19 to close to 30.
Yep.
And we just have seen amazing growth. But John and Heather took a youth group that we did not have, and they really poured a lot into them, which caused us to really start having a youth group.
Yeah.
With them leaving, a lot of it fell onto me, and we've just grown. And there's no way that a part-time person can be kids and youth and be able to reach the same goals. I think the youth, there's a lot that still needs to be done for the foundation in order to be built, but it has to be done where you're really focused on it. You can't just be there and just let it go on its own like it has been.
This past 2 or 3 weekends, I have seen you attend several graduations for youth. I have seen you at several different dance recitals, aerial recitals. You're doing your best to kind of cover all those bases. We have a big need as well for parents of 6th through 12th graders. You're one of those parents.
Yes.
I'm one of those parents. So it's not just the kids that need attention. We actually need someone who can be a resource to parents as well. We're going to need someone who can develop our Sunday night youth meetings. That, as that thrives, the youth ministry grows.
Yes.
But as we struggle to give attention to that, the youth ministry struggles. So it's just time in our church to do something. I think back to the book of Acts. The church started in Jerusalem, and there's all the apostles. They're all together in one place. There's all the disciples. They're all together in one place, and everyone's one big happy family in Jerusalem. But in Acts 1:8, Jesus says, "You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in Judea and in Samaria and to the ends of the earth." And at some point, someone in Jerusalem said, "It's great that we have the gospel here, and it's great that the church here is doing really well, but you know what? The people in Antioch need the gospel too." And so do the people in Lystra and Derbe and Ephesus and so on. And the way that the gospel got to us here in Lake Wylie, South Carolina, is because disciples long ago decided that as great as the ministry is right now and as awesome as it is that we have this person right here doing this work, the gospel has to go to the ends of the earth. And this is just a smaller version of that. It's wonderful that you've built the children's ministry that we have. It's going to be great that you're still here to train the person that comes in while also saying, go further than I could go.
Yes.
Build it bigger than I could build it. But we have a need. And if we don't address the need, then we're not being faithful stewards of what God has given us. He's given us students, and we need to steward that ministry well.
And I honestly think that with kids ministry, I have taken it as far as I am capable of taking it. Yeah. Meaning that there needs to be young, fresh blood that have new ideas. And yes, what I've done has been great, but I feel that someone else can take it to a whole nother level. And where the youth, I feel like I still have more to give in that area.
Marcy, you've done an incredible job. I hope that everyone watching the video we put out earlier in this video will say thank you to you. I know that this has been your baby, and it's not easy to step away and to know that you're not going to get to call the shots anymore, but you're doing it the right way, and God's going to bless that. I'm excited, really genuinely excited about what's going to happen next with youth ministry. Kids is busting at the seams. Youth will be that way before long, and so we need to be thinking 18 to 24 months from now even, and you and I are already talking about that and saying, Marcy and youth ministry is probably not even the end goal there either. No. I mean, honestly, we're looking ahead and we're saying, God, where are you leading us in the next 2 years, 5 years? Because we know that He has big things in store for our church. So thank you for all that you've done. You're a delight to work with and to work alongside of. We have a good working relationship, and I'm very thankful for you and Jeff and Ellie, and I'm so glad that you guys are going to still be here at Lake Wylie.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Wait a second.
I think we did this 5 years ago.
You gotta start over.
All right. Here we are again.
You gotta stop.
Okay.
I can't be laughing like that. Okay, wait a minute.
That's going in the outtakes at the very end.
Stop. Okay. Okay, guys.